Hi, I'm Salman Farhan, and today I'm going to explain how my pseudocode and my code works. First of all, I want to explain about my pseudocode. Here, the user will input his or her entrance and exit. After taking the entrance and exit locations, the code will first check if moving downward in the maze is a possibility. If so, it will continue to do that until it reaches a dead end. Otherwise, if moving downward was not possible, it would check if going left or right is possible. If no, that would be considered a dead end. If yes, either start going left or right. It will try left and continue to do so if possible until it reaches a dead end. The same goes for right. It will continue to check if going right is possible until it reaches the dead end. Once it reaches the dead end, it will backtrack to a junction where there was possibility of going another direction and continue repeating that process until the maze end is reached. This is the implemented code. Here, this function will create a maze every time a path has been achieved. This location is where the maze that is being tested on is placed. Here, the printf and scanf functions takes the user's input, the user's entrance and exit locations, and saves them in 4 different variables. And this is a loop that detects the junctions that are available in the maze. And finally, it tells you how many junctions have been encountered and also acknowledges the entrance and exit one more time. There's another loop that changes the wall values to a 5, which would otherwise interfere with the maze pathfinding process. In this area, the value of the entrance and exit locations have been reduced by 1 from each of the values, since the array in a code starts at 0, 0. Therefore, the right locations are assigned the right values. Here, the pathfinding process starts. The first condition would be, as long as the entrance and exit locations are not equal, the pathfinding process will continue. First, it tells you which position you're in. Then there are a bunch of if-else statements that governs which way the maze path should be taking. This one tells if going left is possible, just increase the array location by 1 towards the left and let the user know that he or she should take the left path. The condition is almost the same for all 4 of the if-else statements. What it does is that if the array can go left, the value on the array that goes to the left is lesser than any other values of the right, up, or down, it will choose the left path. This is for the down path. Here, if the value of the down path is the smallest of all 4 possibilities, it will go down. Otherwise, if the value of the right is the lowest among all 4 of them, it will go right and it will continue until it's possible. The same goes for the up process, which is very common for backtracking. finally, it tells the user what the maze path of the ending was. And the real end of the maze is what is the actual value that the user had inputted for his or her exit. That is just being a +1, or what they actually entered for their exit. So let us go ahead and try to run this program and see what the results are. For this maze, that is maze 2, the entrance was at 110 and the exit was at 1622. The maze continues to find all the paths that it takes. And finally, it gives you all the path that it had taken on its way to the exit. While it doesn't print out the exact path it should have taken, which is excluding the backtracking, it still goes and finds out the path with the least number of backtracking, and the values will be the smallest, since that was the correct path. Here, the path to take has been said to be right to 1521, which is correct because the end of the maze was actually 1622. Thank you very much.